Hello and welcome to our mini ball workout. We're going to start off by laying down on our back and one foot is going to be on our ball. We're going to go into some glute bridges here. So get comfy, even pressure on the ball and the foot on the floor, and we're going to go up into some bridges. So tucking the tailbone, squeeze your bum, peeling the spine up off the ground. You can have your hands on the floor on either side for support. And slowly rolling down each time. So we're getting that spine moving and we have that added challenge of the foot that's on the ball. So you're gonna feel it in that hamstring as well. All right, now we're gonna go into pulses at that top range. So lift, 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 squeeze the glutes, even pressure through your feet. That's it. Keep pulsing. And from here, now we're going to pulse on the ball, trying to keep those hips up as high as we can. And now we're going to extend our leg out, rolling the ball, pulling it back in. You might have to adjust it a little bit. In and out, keeping those hips up as high as you can and still trying to keep them level. So it's very easy for the hips to drop down. And now we're going to rest. Nice. All right, other side. So getting comfortable. Even pressure through both feet on the floor, going up into our glute bridges and rolling back down. So tuck the tailbone, squeeze the bum, peeling up off the ground, and then from the sternum all the way back down to your pelvis, one vertebrae at a time. Trying to keep that ball as still as possible and even pressure through your feet. All right, now we're going to go into our pulses up in that top range. So lift, 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 squeezing the glutes to the ceiling. That's it. And now we're going to pulse on the foot, pressing down, pressing onto that ball, keeping the hips up nice and high. All right, now extend the leg out and back in, keeping the hips up high and as level as possible. Rolling that ball in and out. Focusing on that breath, try not to hold it, and slowly rolling down from there. All right, so we're going to grab the ball now and put it between our knees. And we're still laying on our back and our legs are going to go up into that tabletop position. Up, and then both are going to lower down because we're squeezing onto that ball. We're going to lift and lower. Engaging that belly, making sure that we're not arching through the back as we lower down. If you need to, you can take the ball out and just do one leg at a time. Now we're going to squeeze onto that ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. That's it. Nice strong squeezes on the ball in that tabletop position. And we're going to squeeze in and hold, pressing as hard as you can onto the ball. That's it. Keep going, keep going. Nearly there. And resting. All right, now we're going to go into a chest lift and then lift and lower the legs like our first exercise. So chest lifting, lifting from the shoulders, not from your neck. So think like you have a ball underneath your chin, squeezing those upper abs. Now from there, staying lifted, we're going into our pulses. Keep pulsing, keeping that chest lifted as high as you can. Lift the shoulders off. Focus on that breathing, and we're holding, squeezing in as hard as you can that whole time. Don't let it slowly come out. Same as your chest lift. Keep holding up as high as you can and breathe. That's it. Everything is engaged right now. Nearly there and resting. Whew. All right, nice work. From here, we're going to put the ball onto our ankles and we're going to roll up into a teaser or a variation. And rolling back down. So the legs stay in that tabletop style position. We're trying to roll up and over onto the hips and slowly rolling down each time. If you need to, you can put your hands on the ground for support, and you can also take the ball out, as that makes it a little bit harder. That's it, rolling up to sit up nice and tall and curling the spine back down each time. So during the movement, the spine's actually curled. It's just at the top that we're in that more a neutral position. Rolling up and resting there. All right, now we're going to move the ball between our shoulder blades, and we're going to straighten our legs out long, hands behind our head, and we're going to chest lift from this position. So it should feel quite nice with the ball underneath our back. And we're lifting through those upper abs, lifting and then fully lengthening over the ball. So we're going through that full range of contraction and lengthening. So try not to pull on our neck as well. I like to have my hands just behind my ears. Now we're going into oblique crunches, so staying on the same side in that same position as well. So keep the legs straight. You can use the elbow that's not lifted. You can keep it supported on the ground to lift and twist. Think about drawing our ribs to hips on that side that we're crunching to, like you're drawing the rib cage down to your hip bones. And other side now. Lift and twist, so like we're adding that chest lift in and then adding the rotation over to the side. Nice deep breath out as you lift. Inhale on the way back down. Nice work. All right, now we are going to add a leg. So as we lift the elbow up and across, that opposite knee is going to lift up into tabletop, and we're trying to touch them each time if we can. So lift and then lower back down, fully open up through the chest, going back over the ball each time. Breathing out as we lift, and now we're going to pulse in that top position. So stay up in tabletop with that leg, pulse the elbow towards that knee each time. Feel that burn in the obliques. Nice. Nearly there. And resting back over the ball, straight into the other side if we can. Otherwise, have a little rest. Same thing, elbow to our opposite knee. Lifting and then fully lengthening out and over the ball each time. All right, now we're going into our pulses. So staying up in that tabletop position, elbows going, pulsing to that knee each time. That's it. Short little movements, getting that contraction each time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And don't forget to breathe. And relaxing. Allow those abs to stretch out a little bit if you need. And now we're going to go on to our hands and knees. And we're going to start with some push-ups. So both hands on the ball, pushing down. If this is too challenging, just take the ball out. But you'll feel the instability on the ball. So both hands are on the ball for this one. Elbows going back on that 45-degree angle. Now we're going to go onto one hand on the ball and one hand on the ground. Same thing again. That's it. Elbows going back on that 45-degree angle. Now, whatever hand is on the ball, the opposite leg is going to be lifted. Now, this is more challenging, so just go nice and slow, and you don't have to lift the leg. If you don't wish, you can just do another round with the hand just on the ball. But keeping that back leg straight if you're lifting it. So you notice that it's like an extension of my body, so it's going up as my body goes down and vice versa. Now we're going to go back to the other side, so just the hand for this one. So with that hand on the ball and the other hand is on the ground, into our push-ups, elbows going back on that 45-degree angle. All right, now we're going to extend the leg out if you wish, and lifting, pushing, and then pushing away. That's it. Going up and down, chest goes down, leg goes up, and vice versa. All right, now we're going to put the ball between our knees and tucking our toes, and we're going to lift and lower. So this is our hover hold. Going up and down, that's it. So I'm not touching on the ground each time, but if you need to, you can. And we're squeezing up in that top position, pulsing on that ball, that's it. Trying to keep even pressure through our feet and our hands. Keep pulsing. And now we're going up and down again. Lift and lower. Resting as you need, because this is going to burn. And pulsing. Let's go. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Nearly there. And we're going lift and lower. Last round. That's it. Even pressure, and we're pulsing for our last round of these. Focus on that breath, even pressure through both our hands and our feet. Go, 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 and relaxing. Awesome work. We're now going to put the ball behind our knee. So we're still in that on our hands and knees, and from here we're going to lift the whole leg up. Now we're opening and closing from the hip, so the ball's behind the knee, foot's flexed, squeezing the glutes to lift the leg up. Now we're going to pulse on the ball, so foot to bum, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. It's probably only little movements, that's it. Keeping the hips as level as possible here. Now we're going to pulse up to that top range, still squeezing our foot to our bum. Might feel a bit weird, but that's it, nice and slow, no rush for these ones. Pulsing up to the ceiling, nice. Now we're going into circles with the ball still squeezed to our hamstring, drawing a circle with the hips. So we're going to go both directions, so pick whichever one you want to do first, and other direction. So with this one, really engaging through our belly and keeping even pressure through our hands, so it's quite easy to lean into that side that's not working, in a sense, like it doesn't have the ball. And now we're going out to the side for our fire hydrant, so still holding onto that ball. That's it. And we're holding up in that top position of the fire hydrant. Let's go. Hold, hold, hold. You got it. Focus on that breathing. And relaxing there. Nice work. We're going to change the ball to the other side. So we're going to go back into those kicks. So squeezing the glute to extend up to the ceiling. So you want to keep a nice, good squeeze on the ball. So you're going to think about bringing your foot back to your hip. And now we're going to pulse in that position. So lifting the leg up and then pulsing the foot back to your bum each time. And now we're going to pulse up to the ceiling, flex foot, squeezing that top range with the glutes. It'll only be little movements, still engaging through the hamstring. And now we go into our circles. So think about drawing the circle from your hips rather than the foot or your spine. That's it. And other direction. Ensuring that we have even pressure through our hands and trying not to lean too much into that other side. And now we're going into our fire hydrants, out to the side, lift and lower, squeeze in the glutes. And now we're holding up in that fire hydrant. You got it. Keep squeezing. We're nearly there. Hold that position and resting. Awesome work, guys. Is us done for our mini ball workout. I'll see you soon.